Greetings, everyone. Greetings from California, Berkeley, California. Hello to my all new friends and also to my old friends. I would like to send my greetings and love from Berkeley, California. And today I would like to share a little bit something about what we call the grounding within. And grounding within, it is probably one of the most important things in our life. So for that reason, I would like to share something, a little bit of teaching based on my own experience. And before I share, I would like to take everyone a moment to remember our parents. Be thankful for our parents, for their kindness, for keeping us alive when we really need it in our young age. And to all the teachers from all the different traditions, all the masters who have shared their wisdom, who have left their light so that everyone can follow their light, everyone can find who they are. There are many different masters in every traditions, so just take a moment to remember all the different masters, whether they are male, female, or androgynous. Just take a moment to remember and be thankful for all the masters from all the traditions. And the reason I'm sharing this grounding is also, yesterday I was doing a little bit of a painting, and as I have been sharing a lot of information about the tree and the nature and my art itself, yesterday I was doing a little bit of artwork, and somehow I made what I feel like our body naturally have this a quality of a rooting, grounding. So I would like to share a little bit of teaching about the grounding. Probably that is the one of the very essence for bouncing back, or to what we call to expand ourselves higher. First, we also have to really ground ourselves. So if we want to have a success in our life, if we want to have some creative things in our life, first of all, very important things is to have the grounding. So I would like to also share some little bit of meditation technique that I do almost daily, sitting under the tree. It is about you sit relaxedly, and then imagine yourself that the vein that you have in your body is actually traveling down to the earth. It's like a tree that is going the root. When you imagine yourself traveling your vein down to the earth, it's about connecting to the resource, because a lot of time we are actually disconnected with our many resources, because a lot of time it's our mind. Our mind is thinking too many things, so we're not actually connected to our resource. And for yesterday we had a little I call it a gentle awaken earthquake in Berkeley, California. It actually somehow wake ourselves up because it shook, the earth kind of shook a little bit. So it is a kind of a gentle reminding to ourselves that it is very important to be aware of wherever we are. And so when you imagine yourself, your vein traveling down the earth, you are also grounding yourself, but at the same time you're also connecting to all the resources, to all the elements that is our body is made out of. So grounding, it is considered to be one of the most profound practice that we can do, because if you, as I said earlier, if you want to have a successful life, if you want to be creative life, if you want to be peaceful life, it is very important to feel ourselves grounded. And there are a couple of different ways of grounding also. We can also take 3 long deep breaths. That's also one of instant grounding we can find when we inhale and exhale 3 times deeply, because your natural consciousness will be focused on the breathing practices. And the second things I would like to share with you, it's what we call the pranayama, which we inhale from left nostril and we exhale from the right nostril. And then again we inhale from the right nostril and you exhale from the left. And inhale from the left, exhale from the right, inhale from the right, exhale from the left. So when you do constantly the circular breathing of your nostril, what does it really happen is actually the air, the prana, the chi energy travels through your brain, and also it connects to you to your central channel, that will help us to be aligned. That's why it's called in Sanskrit, sometimes they call it Ida, Pingala and Susumna. Susumna is a central channel that we all have inside ourselves. And the whole purpose in our life is to find that central channel, that balance within ourselves, so that we can feel content within ourselves, because constantly we are, we're constantly looking the balance outside. We're constantly wanting to fulfill ourselves. Constantly we're looking to fulfill ourselves from external things, which include many things. So there are a lot of the yogic practice, there are a lot of practices that you can actually find that actually help us to be grounded within ourselves. So the meditation I just share about the root, about your vein that is, imagine yourself traveling. When you sit down, imagine that itself, the ground, it's the vein traveling down the earth. Like when you look at the root of the tree, you can actually see how the tree, the root, either it's wider or grounded, it goes beneath the earth and make oneself strong. And why it is very important to be rooted, grounded, is because there are many things going on in your mind. There are many things going on in your mind, in our mind in general, that can be very shaky, that can be very emotional, that can be very triggering, that can be very affected, because there is many things that's going on, and sometimes you are even receiving a lot of emotions that doesn't even belongs to you, because we're constantly mingling and tingling and walking around with a lot of different people, interacting with many different people. So a lot of the time we are interacting with many of the energies and emotions that even doesn't belongs to you, and so sometimes we get affected also. If we are not grounded, it can be very disturbing, it can be very affected, it can be very challenging, it can be very problematic. So because of that, it is very important to be grounded to yourself, so that whenever you interact with people, or directly or indirectly, or if you talk with someone or go places, you can be also center, so that you can hold the space for whatever comes in and out. Because I have seen many people who are who are not grounded, and it can be very confusing, because already there are many things going on in the life in general that can confuse you, and that can make you disturb. So at the same time, the reason I'm sharing this grounding within is also because the answer, the medicine of this medicine of grounding lies within yourself. It is within yourself that is the what do you call, antidote for disturbing emotions. Because your emotions, as I've been sharing, that you're disturbing your emotions can either take you to the state of suicide, or it can take you to the state of generosity, or gratitude, or gratefulness, or helping others, or happiness. So your very emotions is the key point that we need to take care of it. So we all have to take care of our emotions, and to take care of our emotions, we have to be grounded. We have to be grounding. Otherwise, it will not work. Otherwise, if there is anything not grounding, and if we are doing anything that is not going to be any beneficial, so it is very important to feel yourself grounded, and find a technique. Maybe you practice these traditions and that traditions, these traditions and that traditions. I mean, everyone follows their own practices and tradition based on whatever needed, whatever available in your place. So I would like to wish everyone to find a way of grounding, and a little bit of a technique that I share with you. It's about it's always nice to sit under the tree, and imagine yourself being one with the tree, and your vein becoming like a root of the tree, and receiving all the nutritions and giving back the nutrition, because there is nothing always one way happens. It's always a kind of a circulation. It's always about giving and taking. It's always whenever, like when you inhale and exhale, you inhale and exhale. So the rooted, the grounded, the meditation, whenever you practice, it's not only about you receiving things, but at the same time you're also giving. And so there is like this natural phenomena that is happening, that is healing for both, and that is what we're looking for. We're looking for a harmony. About within ourselves, and once we develop the harmony within ourselves, that is our ultimate goal. Sometimes people ask, what is the ultimate goal? So the ultimate goal is to find the harmony within yourself. Harmony, when you find harmony outside, is that the energy of the inhalation and exhalation, the breathing in and out, that is the harmony. And so the purpose of life is to find the harmony in that inhalation and exhalation. And for that reason, grounding can be one of the fundamental practice that we can all do based on our own traditions, whatever you do. And personally for me, the artwork, the Thangka paintings have been one of the resources to find the key, or at least to open the door for me. And at the same time, it has been the elements, the teacher, the trees, the water, the wind, the elements have been one of the teacher. So I've been sharing a lot of information about the elements and why it is important to harmony ourselves with the elements. So these Thangka paintings have been my opening door to enter the realm of the elements, and so I'm sharing a lot of information about the elements. That is, we need to remember, and we need to harmonize ourselves with the elements. Hugging a tree, sitting under the tree, taking what you call the forest bath, where you go in the forest and just soak into yourself and find the circulation of energy. So that is the grounding elements that I wanted to share with you all. And thank you so much for joining this this Facebook Live, despite all this many things happening in life. And before I end this session, I would like to chant a little mantra for dedicating all sentient beings. Om Amin Devare, Om Amin Devare, Mami Devare, Mami Devare, Mami Devare, Mami Devare, Mami Devare, Om Mami Devare, Om Mami Devare, 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 Om Baza Sada Samaya Manubalaya Baza Sada Denuba Trishadido Mebava Sulugaya Mebava Subagaya Mebava Nuradu Mebava Sarvasidi Mebrayasa Sarva Karma Suzame Jitam Sri Guru Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvada Dagata Bajrama Memanzi Bajrabhama Samaya Sadhu. So every day we're changing. Every day we're changing, day by day. There is nothing old. Every day is a new day. Every day we're changing. And in this process of evolution, transformation, may we find ground within ourselves, and at the same time, may we expand our consciousness, and may we all recognize the true nature of ourselves. Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme.